Well, the UTEP football program is looking to turn things around after finishing the previous season with a 3-9 record. One way by doing that is bringing in former five-star quarterback Malachi Nelson. Well, joining us now, ABC-7 sports reporter Bea Martinez. So happy to have you here on ABC-7 and 4.
Thank
Bea,
you.
I'm so excited to hear about your story. I know he has an incredible journey.
Yeah.
So can you please tell us a little bit about, I don't want you to give too much away, but a little teaser.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, just thinking about it, right, just being 17, 18 years old, coming out of high school, you're being the former #1 recruit, in the nation, coming out of high school, dealing with all that pressure. And then also on top of that, going to a university, one of the top FBS programs. And, you're going through an injury that, just kind of holds you back. And then you're also on top of that, then you go to a different university. And then, there are things that happen that you can't control. Again, I don't want to give too much away.
Yeah.
But just, he was just dealing with so much adversity. And so now he's kind of hoping for that, that just like that third opportunity, the lucky charm. And he's hoping that UTEP will be that for him. Head coach Scotty Walden and him have a great relationship. And it's just been great just being able to kind of hear his side, right? Because once you're dealing, like you're a teenager hearing all this outside noise, it could be a mentally it's just draining.
Yeah.
And so it's so good that just to see him get out of that. And again, like there's so much outside noise. They don't understand everything that goes on, especially, we're both parents and we understand, right? Like just the toll that can take on a kid, especially when they're an athlete and they're so hard on themselves already. But it's been great to see, him get out of that, and then, just waiting for you. Hopefully this will be the opportunity for him. So we'll see.
Yeah, well, you did sit down, you talked with him. What stood out the most when you were sitting one-on-one with him?
He's a very, you would think, right, too, just going through all of that, as a young kid. He's so mature for his age. He is very mature, and you could tell he's hungry. You could tell he wants it, and he even said it himself. Like he's like, it's this or nothing for me. But it's also great to know that he's had a great support system behind him. But that, and then also he loves to bake. Which is
what?
Yeah, he loves to bake. I've heard that his chocolate chip cookie is spectacular. So we'll have to do an updated version with Malachi.
You have to bring us some cookies for Malachi.
Yeah, and then they also have their spring game this Saturday.
That's right.
So
that game will be Saturday, and that will be the first time El Paso will see him in action. So speak on the importance of the first impression that he'll have on the community.
No, of course. So obviously it's big, right? I mean, people, especially in the spring game, they want to come out and get a taste of, this new football program, especially the second year of Coach Scotty Walden, that era. And so it is important, obviously he wants to perform to his best ability, and they're still battling out that quarterback situation, and hopefully, things work out in just UTEP's favor. But I think it is important, right? People want to see, okay, what is this guy about? What is this former five-star recruit about? And he's said it himself. He's like, I'm just ready to go out there and play some football. He just wants to have some fun. And so I think also I've been an athlete myself. It's like sometimes in the beginning of the season, it might not be your season, but come mid-season or towards the end of the season, that's when it really matters most.
Something just clicks.
Exactly. So we never know, right? We never know. But regardless, I'm just happy for the guy, really.
So am I, and I'm excited to watch him play, and the community as well, and excited to watch that special report. Bea Martinez, thank you.
Of course. Thank you, Nicole.